Hello, my name is Daphne Murphy. I'm in the Web Development Program in CGTC, and I will be briefly explaining to you what JavaScript is and how web developers use it. JavaScript is a cross platform programming language used by developers to create web pages that are interactive. So when creating websites and apps, you want to make sure that the website is interactive with the user, and you want the user to be able to click on links. You want users to be able to view media, videos, submit document forms and things like that, type in different things. You want all of that to be accessible and easily accessible for the user. So with this, JavaScript is really good. Is good for, and other programming languages like also Python. Python is also another good programming language that a lot of people compare JavaScript and Python a lot, because JavaScript is more of a widespread programming language that is used all over the world. However, Python is more like an up-to-date programming language that is a lot easier for developers to read, a lot easier for developers to learn the program and how to use it, rather than compared to JavaScript. It's a more difficult, I would say, program for developers to read the types of codes, to read it, and to be able to learn it. It's a bit more difficult than as far as Python. So a lot of people would prefer Python, and actually a lot of like web developing jobs, they actually pay more if you know how to use Python compared to JavaScript. But I wouldn't always just say that Python is better than JavaScript, because I feel like more people in like a variety of places use JavaScript compared to Python. I feel like that's more of like a upgrade, a newer program that only certain um, companies actually use that. Not every company is going to use Python programming. So I would think that it's better to use and to know how to use both programs. When it comes to developers, you should know how to use Python and JavaScript, because you never know what kind of job position you're trying to get. And just being a web developer, you want to kind of know all that you can know as far as coding. So I think it would just be better to know both of them. But JavaScript is very widely known. It also, another thing I wanted to say about it is, when you use JavaScript and you're on a website, let's say, you're typing in a form, and you have to put your birthday in the form, but it's at the very top of the form on the website. You have a long page, you got to fill out this application or something, and at the very top you have to put in your birthday. Well, with certain websites, you might have to put in a certain format. You might have to put your month, then the day, then the year. But let's say you put the month and then the day and then the year, and that's the incorrect format that you need to use for that particular website. With JavaScript and the programming language, whichever program the web developer is using, that would be what tells you, hey, there's an error. You put in the wrong format. You need to put the month, day, and year. And that's basically something that will help you be more interactive and easily use the website, rather than if you did not have like a JavaScript, Python programming language like that used on that website. It would be a lot slower to actually use that website. You would probably have to go through the whole form, type in everything, and then once you finally submit the document, the form on that website, then it would tell you, oh, hey, at the top, you put in the wrong type of format for this particular part on the form. And that would just be really slow compared to if you just first type in something and it just automatically tells you, hey, there's an error with the format that you just used, compared to filling out a whole form on a website and then you submit it and now it says, oh, hey, you did something wrong and now you have to completely fill out the whole form again. So you may have actually used a website before where you had to type in something and it didn't tell you that there was an error until you finally submitted it, which that means that it actually took you through the whole server, and then now it's telling you there's an error with what you did on the format, which is not, you don't particularly want that to happen when you're using a website. You want everything to be easy, you want everything to be fast. You don't want to go through something completely and then now you have an error and you have to completely do something all over again. So using like a program like JavaScript, that's what helps web developers make these websites and applications that you use all the time much more easier to use, easier for you to be interactive with the website, click those links, be able to view those videos, those moving graphics and things like that. That's how you're able to do that, is because of these programs like JavaScript and Python. So, with that being said, there was just a few ways that JavaScript and other programming languages are used whenever you're using all these websites and many apps that everybody is today. So with this being said, I hope I gave you enough information about JavaScript and programming languages and how web developers use them. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed the video.